I remember the first time I saw her. It was a warm summer day, and the sun was shining brightly in the clear blue sky. She was sitting on a bench in the park, reading a book with a look of intense concentration on her face. Her hair was a deep shade of brown, and it cascaded down her back in loose waves. I couldn't help but be drawn to her, to the way she seemed completely absorbed in her own little world. I found myself walking closer to her, my heart pounding in my chest. I wanted to say something, to introduce myself, and strike up a conversation. But I hesitated, unsure of how she would react. What if she thought I was strange for approaching her out of the blue? What if she didn't want to be bothered? In the end, I decided to take a chance. I cleared my throat and spoke, my voice coming out in a nervous whisper. She looked up from her book, her eyes meeting mine for the first time. And in that moment, I knew that I had made the right decision. We talked for hours that day, about everything and nothing. I learned that her name was Emily, and that she had a passion for literature and art. She told me about her dreams and aspirations, about the places she wanted to visit and the things she wanted to accomplish. And as I listened to her speak, I found myself falling more and more in love with her. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Emily became a constant presence in my life, a source of light and joy in a world that often felt dark and uncertain. We went on adventures together, exploring the city and discovering hidden gems that we never knew existed. We laughed and cried and shared our deepest secrets, forming a bond that felt unbreakable. But as time went on, I began to notice a change in Emily. She grew distant and withdrawn, her smiles becoming forced and her laughter ringing hollow. I tried to talk to her about it, to ask her what was wrong and how I could help. But she always brushed me off, insisting that everything was fine. I knew deep down that it wasn't true. I could see the pain in her eyes, the way she carried herself with a heaviness that seemed too much to bear, and I wanted nothing more than to take that burden from her, to make her smile and laugh like she used to. One day, I finally confronted her about it. I couldn't stand to see her hurting anymore, to watch as she slowly slipped away from me. I told her how much she meant to me, how I would do anything to make her happy again, and for a moment it seemed like she might open up to me, to let me in and share her pain. But instead, she pushed me away. She told me that she needed space, that she needed time to figure things out on her own. And as much as it hurt, I knew that I had to respect her wishes. I couldn't force her to let me in, no matter how much I wanted to. So I gave her the space she asked for, even though every fiber of my being screamed out in protest. I watched from a distance as she struggled to find her way, to navigate the darkness that threatened to consume her, and all I could do was hope and pray that she would come back to me, that she would realize how much she was loved and needed. And then one day, she did. Emily came back to me with tears in her eyes, her voice shaking as she poured out her heart to me. She told me about the demons that had haunted her, about the fears and insecurities that had held her captive for so long. And in that moment, I knew that she had finally found the courage to face her demons head-on. We held each other close that night, our hearts beating as one. And as the sun rose on a new day, I knew that we would face whatever challenges came our way together. Emily was my rock, my guiding light in a world that often felt cold and unforgiving, and I would do anything to make sure that she never had to face her demons alone again. Hey there, did you know that a staggering 80% of the world remains unexplored? Yes, you heard that right. Just think about the vast unknown territories waiting to be discovered. Welcome to our journey into the realm of perspective. It's incredible how the way we see things can completely shape our understanding of the world around us. But here's the thing. Having a limited perspective can lead to misunderstandings and even conflicts. When we only see things from our point of view, we miss out on the bigger picture and the richness of diverse experiences. Let's dive deeper into this concept by exploring examples of how different perspectives can completely alter our perception of reality. Imagine looking at a painting from different angles. Each angle offers a unique view and tells a different story. Now, Brace yourself for a powerful story that will truly showcase the impact of shifting perspectives. Picture this: two people witnessing the same event, but interpreting it in completely opposite ways. It's mind-blowing how our perspectives can shape our reality. In a nutshell, embracing diverse perspectives is crucial. It opens doors to new ideas, understanding, and growth. By broadening our outlook, we pave the way for positive change in our lives and society as a whole. I want to hear from you. How has your perspective shaped your worldview? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue the conversation. Remember, the world is full of possibilities when we choose to see it from different angles. Opening scene, inspirational music playing. Visual, a stunning view of Earth from space, slowly zooming in. Welcome to a journey that will transform your perspective. This video will change how you see the world. Cut to a bustling cityscape, people walking, cars moving. Every day, we move through our lives, often unaware of the intricate web of connections that shape our existence. A montage of diverse people from different cultures, smiling, working, interacting. But have you ever stopped to consider the world through a different lens, to see beyond the surface and appreciate the profound beauty of our interconnectedness? Cut to a child planting a tree, a farmer harvesting crops. From the food on our plates to the air we breathe, every element of our daily lives is part of a larger, delicate system. Close-up shots of bees pollinating flowers, waves crashing on a shore. Nature teaches us valuable lessons about balance, resilience, and the power of small actions. Cut to a scientist in a lab, a teacher in a classroom, a doctor in a hospital. Human innovation and compassion have the power to create extraordinary change. Every individual, regardless of their role, contributes to the tapestry of our world. Historical footage of major world events, both positive and negative.